Hello, my name is KirbyCWL. I am both a YouTube and Twitch streamer. On YouTube, you can find me doing stuff.
Well, welcome. Thank you so much for coming on today.
I'm happy to be here.
Yay. So tell me about yourself.
Well, my name is KirbyCWL, and I am both a YouTube professional wrestling streamer, which is kind of one of my passions, and I create variety content on Twitch, whether that be music, cooking, gaming, whatever comes to mind. I stream Mondays, Fridays, Saturdays at noon, as well as Sunday at 6 p.m. Central. And I stream to be the difference I want to see in the world, and that's to be the light in someone's day, hopefully. I am an affiliate on Twitch. I have been consistently streaming for a year and a half, and my current average is around 20 to 25, and I have 1.8K followers.
Nice. Wow, that's really good. 25 people. Gosh, that's a lot. Yeah, good for you.
Pretty awesome.
So let's flash back to affiliate. Did you have a plan when you started streaming, or did you just hit go live?
Honestly, I had no plan for affiliation because I had no idea what it meant to be an affiliate other than you get to have a nice shiny subscriber button. I just wanted to stream, and then affiliation happened. And this was in 2017 when it originally happened. So it's been a while since I've actually started creating content, but I started taking it seriously about a year and a half ago.
Wow, nice. Okay, nice. And then how did you get, so if you didn't even plan for it, how did you get the average of 3 viewers and 50 followers?
Reaching the average of 3 was actually easy because of what I thought was an original idea at the time. The 50 followers was actually a bit harder.
Yeah.
Some people from my real life actually ended up following to help me. And when I got affiliation, I think I got it within the first month of streaming or so.
Nice. Quick. And so it was your in real life friends? Did you network, or how did you get that?
When I started, it was basically at the time I didn't know the whole culture about streaming. So to get to those 50 followers, as I said, I remember who my 50th follower was because it was a friend from real life who's still one of my supporters to this day.
Oh.
And I was just like, oh, I guess I need 50 followers because I was looking at the affiliate sheet. And when it said 50 and I hit 50, I immediately got the affiliation email.
Nice.
And that's
nice.
when my friend came through and I was like, okay, I'm an affiliate now. What do I do? What's this? What's happening?
Now what?
Yeah.
Oh, I get emotes?
Yeah, it was
It's
awesome.
exciting. It's exciting. So after you hit affiliate, did you have any view tips? Because you're at the 25 average right now. Did you see anything besides people going back to school, or since you've been streaming for a year, the world's opening back up, things like that? Was there anything that possibly you did that you're like, oh shoot, that caused a view dip?
I was going up for quite a while when I started, and then I started taking content creation seriously. And then after that, a little bit after that, I saw my first dip, and I kind of stagnated after that. I think the disinterest in my content and no evolution was what was holding me back. So when I noticed that, and again, I started taking content creation more seriously, I started getting ideas, I ended up creating a whole brand new show with a different style from my original show to inject some life into the content. And ultimately, I think it ended up doing pretty well because my average went up after that. And we created a whole new channel after that. And it just became a monster now that it is.
You saw, no matter what it was a dip, and it happened. And you're like, okay, I don't know why. But you used that as motivation. You're like, okay, well, what can I do? So you didn't slouch in your chair and be like, nah, everyone hates me. You used that to make a new show, to make more content. And then all of your viewers came back.
Yep, and we ended up getting some new ones that are now part of the huge core that we have. Because the one thing that I appreciate a lot about my community is we are insanely dedicated.
Yeah.
Even though people are like, it's only 25 viewers. No, it's 25 viewers. Imagine 25 people sitting in a room with you. Yeah. And I'm like, that's amazing.
That's a party. So, I can't even get people to that many people over.
Exactly. So, that's the one thing I love about my community. They are insanely dedicated, and I love them so much.
I love that. So is there anything that got you views and followers beyond just your cool vibes? Something that you did, you're like, oh, wow, that actually kind of worked.
When I started learning this is what I always tell everybody. Create memories. Lots of people think content as playing games and talking, but the real trick, in my opinion, is creating a memory with your community, because when you manage to do that, you not only, have an amazing moment with them, you give them a story to tell other people
and
their version of the story.
To.
And then people just love stories. People love hearing stories because
wow.
you go to a bar or something and you're like, oh, tell me about your day, tell me about this, and people are interested in that. So create memories. That's for me, that's what content creation is. Create memories.
Wow. Okay, I literally got goosebumps there. But it's so true. It's so funny because it's kind of like an inside joke too, almost, where everyone can be a part of it. They can tell it. So good. Wow. So you referenced being stagnant for a second, which is such a thing on Twitch, and you kind of referenced how you got out of that and stuff. But is there anything else that kind of helped you go from the average of 3 viewers to 15 and now 25? Anything that like helped your jump in viewership?
Well, when I had to jump from single to double, it was actually huge. I realized that I had to read chat more. I started putting myself on screen because when I started, I actually wasn't on screen. And I began like actually being a host for my events that I do for my content rather than just, putting the show out there, be like, okay, everybody's watching. I was suddenly at the forefront of it. So I began putting a lot more work into the production, and little by little, my little show evolved into what it is today, now 5 years later. And that eventually kept bringing more people back for the live shows that we do now, but also new people to our full-on production shows that we do now.
So what are major tips that kind of just helped you either reach affiliate or the average of 25 that you're at? Is there something that you're like, whoa, like that kind of like changed it all?
For me, I feel that I have 3 different major tips that would help. I feel like this is, I don't want to say it's generic enough, but I can generalize it because my content seems very niche. But 1, create something unique and engaging in a different way. If you are engaging a community, then they're going to feel just as involved as the creator themselves. And that's something you just can't replicate. And it's amazing.
And what was that? What was yours?
Well, for me, I create a wrestling show where the community brings a character to my show, and then they get to role play as that character. They're your audience for a reason.
Yeah.
While not everyone is going to stick around always, you can always learn something new by listening to a different perspective. And that's how my second show came to be, actually.
That.
And 3rd, don't be afraid of trying new things. It's scary. The viewers will drop. But if you believe in it, you can always learn by doing. And personally, I've had a lot of people in my past tell me that wrestling is not going to work. Not only people love wrestling, but to me, it's my passion. It's what I love. And I guarantee you, if you let me talk for 5 minutes about wrestling, I will at least make you at least a little bit interested. And that's what passion is.
Getting people to come back after they follow is really hard to do, and something that we all struggle with. If they somehow found your page, they hit that follow button, then the next day, like, how do you get them to come back beyond just your cool vibes?
To get people to come back after following, in my opinion, you have to give them an amazing first impression. When you get rated, let's just say you get a new follow, you usually have 90 seconds to sell yourself and create a welcoming environment.
It's not very long.
It's not. But
sometimes shorter.
If you manage to give them something to talk about within the first 90 seconds, you have a legitimate chance for a new community member. And I feel if you've ever been a server in the service industry, you understand this, because your table is going to make their mind up within 2 minutes whether they like you or not. And that's kind of what I did as a server. Every time I got a new table, it's a brand new show. They don't know who you are, unless they're regulars. Unless they don't know you, make a show. People go out of their way to go to a restaurant and eat food. Why are you going to make their experience better? Or how are you going to make their experience better? That's a brand new show. So that's exactly what happens, in my opinion, when you get a new follower or a rate or something like that.
Wow.
You got to hook them like that.
And how do you do that?
I honestly, I let my personality shine more than anything, but I know, like you said, aside from your personality, I tell them I love wrestling. If you like wrestling, or even if you were interested in it, people are like, oh, okay, well, tell me more about this. And usually when people hear about what I do outside of here, which is do commentary for a wrestling company, they're like, oh, so you actually know what you're talking about. So, give them a fun fact about yourself, because then people are going to be like, well, I do this. I'm like, tell me more about that. And that's how you create that conversation.
The dialogue, and get to know each other. That's awesome. So big picture plans. Let's talk about when you made affiliate, and then what you're going to do now. Like, do you have any goals or anything, or things that are kind of working towards?
Well, my plan after hitting affiliate was to ultimately make this my living somehow. Back when I first hit it in 2017, I still had no idea what my future was in front of me. But
Mm-hmm.
after the last 18 months, when I started taking it seriously, I've honestly come leaps and bounds in understanding what content creation really is.
Oh,
Aside from just putting yourself out there, it's networking, it's creating content, creating memories, and all that stuff, and applying
yeah.
everything to becoming a better creator.
Yeah.
My plan now that I'm pushing for is a bigger platform on two different websites, Twitch and YouTube, is to
Yeah.
make my channel the premier stop for my niche because I
Mm-hmm.
want to create a positive environment in the wrestling world, which we sorely lack due to the nature of the sport. Wrestling is inherently toxic for some reason, and I don't understand it. And I want to provide a place where we can discuss it without immediately,
Wow.
getting completely shut down by like
Shut
your
down.
opinion's dumb.
Yeah.
And my current goal, I want to become a YouTube partner, which I'm very close. So we're hoping that it's going to happen in the next
Yay!
few months.
Yay! Congrats!
Thank you.
Guys, go like and subscribe. Do the bell. Do the thing, guys.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much. This was so helpful. Like literally, I got goosebumps. Like I'm not lying.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Well, I can't wait to hang out in your streams more. Thank you for
I
being
appreciate that.
here.
My
All
pleasure.
right.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Bye, friend.